Yo, we good? By the way, hey, this song is a bop. Let me turn on the light real quick. Oh, hey, I don't know why, but this, you know, hey, the Spanish music been going crazy lately. Yo, oh shit, there we go. Now we gonna get to it, but hey, listen, a little bop, bro. We gonna get to it though. I hope y'all been good, man. The football season is upon us. Can't wish for more. Great start to the weekend. We woke up this morning, somebody didn't, bro. And you wanna know what's funny? I don't know a word he said. He could be saying some wild, something wild. But I'm still gonna clap. You're, uh, now this is a bop, bro. We about to get into it though. All right, so I ain't done one of these in a hot minute. So what we're gonna do, and I apologize, there was an echo. I didn't even know. I have my phone up, I'm trying to listen to. But anyways, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over. Hey, this is crazy. It is a bop. Hey, until this song is over, we ain't gonna do nothing. Hey, we back, baby. Tap in, bro. Had a little spoiler. Why does my shit look crooked? Whatever, I don't give a fuck. It's probably the angle. Um, went over the spoilers. What was it on Thursday? Honestly, had a lot of stuff during the week with business, so I forgot a lot. But I do know our boy Gaban is gonna be putting in some work. If I gotta be honest with you, I tweeted out and I said I think it's about time we have a conversation, Rayleigh or Gaban. Be honest with you, more that I figure out, Gaban is destroying Rayleigh. All right, we about to get to it, bro. Let me go ahead and change it. Let me go ahead and change it. Sound like this. Let me play something chill, something we can rock out to, and probably something I'm not about to get copyrighted to. big, big things, yeah. All right, how long we been live? A minute. Hey, real quick, because we just don't talk One Piece. Who's y'all's favorite for Super Bowl? If y'all watch football. If y'all don't, start watching it. Whoo. Actually, I technically could have y'all watch along with me. Good shit. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble. So I'm going to just read from it. All right. We're just going to tap into it. By the way, my Super Bowl favorites to win. I don't know. To be honest with you. I was talking to a coworker and they said, the damn Chargers. I was like, bro, Justin Herbert, dog, really? But anyways, we're gonna tap into it. It's been a great day today. I I ain't gonna hold you. I am a little bit tired, you still tell, but it is what it is. But why does my shit look crooked? Y'all tell me I'm tripping. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. Hey, look, black man problems. Low key though. All right. One Piece, chapter 1190. One whose death is celebrated. The cover page is as follows. Now, as we can see it. Let me go and turn this down before I get copyrighted at all, bro. You feel me? I ain't trying to get all that shit taken away. But, excuse me. We have Shanks. We got Luffy with a bunch of cats. It's a cover request by Koeda Kun. Cats gather around Shanks as he grills fish for breakfast in a port town. So, nothing really relative to the story. User request. It is pretty cool to see Shanks and Luffy. And by the way, bro, I've had the hardest time saying his name. Like Shanks, bro, like I feel like I put a little lisp on it for no reason. It's whatever, but it's great to see him. What we learned a few chapters ago is that Shanks really been locked in, and Shanks been playing chess. Everybody else been playing checkers. Real shit. Shanks been new, and it's been making me think. Like keeping a band with you, from what we've seen from Emu Sama, Shanks, who is a celestial dragon by origin and by blood, in my opinion, we still don't know his full backstory of like maybe I forgot. Maybe like maybe that's it. And maybe y'all can help me. But we don't know how many times he's been back to the top to whatever, right? We know that he's got a twin, but we also know his fighting style comes from Roger. But there may be something encased within that. What am I trying to get to? Emu has taken over everybody that she wants to, or she can. My fault. He can, from what we know right now. What if it's a possibility that Emu possibly in the future takes over Shanks? That'd be crazy. Thought process that I had. Just want to let you know. All right, we're gonna get into it. Page one opens up. Scopper Gaban to the rescue. Oh, we don't even have no talking. Hey, that's crazy. Hey, when you see a manga and it's just panels with no talking, that's when you know the anime is about to make this into like something crazy. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I can't wait till they get to this. Y'all seen that Loki move from last week's episode? Yeah, that was crazy. King of Lighten made a little video about it. He was like, bro, if we get in this with Loki, whoo, hey, my Spotify is cooking, bro. On me. But the anime is gonna turn this into a. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like this is gonna be fantastic. So I can just see the choreography behind it. Even when we saw um, Luffy and Zoro versus Gaban, what was it, 2 weeks ago? That looked incredible. And to be honest with you, I was like, bro, how strong is Gaban really? Because that's another thing. Rayleigh never saw Gear 5, but Luffy felt like he had to pop that out. Just saying. All I know is how to good thing up. Run from the pain, smoke tree up. Now come on. Hit me up. When I'm in your town, press pound, hit me up. And you slurp good deal. If the work good, I'll be back for the re-up. Man, I don't know nothing about this. Because this is cold world, baby. And I walk 100 miles. When you smile. We got Emu going toe to toe. I'm looking for some black flames, and I don't see it when they first go at it. But what I didn't notice in the background is Luffy is looking hurt. So we talked about this during the spoiler video. Be honest with you, I don't see how Loki versus Luffy right now is even a real contest. Just being honest, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Like, from my point of view, outside of Emu and maybe a few other characters like Dragon, who we ain't seen nothing. Who, by the way, since they're like waiting for his showcase, bro, this dude has got to be busted. You know what I'm saying? Like, just chronologically, narratively, where the story is, bro. Like, Dragon got to be something crazy. Let me go ahead and turn that up. Um, and so Dragon's got to be top five, bar none, without a doubt. Blackbeard's gonna be top five. Emu's top five. Loki right now is top five. To be honest with you, so that's four right there. And so, who do we think could beat Luffy right now if nobody else is beating Luffy? Do we think it's Akainu? Because Akainu's got to come back into the story. You see what I'm saying? So is Akainu top five or is Luffy top five? I don't know. And that's not like a controversial statement. Oh, Shanks, bro. We ain't even talk about Shanks. Right there, five. I don't think Luffy's beating Shanks right now. Actually, I don't think. I know he's not. You feel me? All right. Luffy is looking busted. So we got Gaban and we got Emu. And Emu's giving a straight stare to Gaban. So the tree that Luffy was stabbed to, Gaban cut off. Or cut into pieces. That's a better way to put it. What? Oh, shoot. Okay, I get it. So what's happening is Luffy, on the piece of the tree that he's fallen from, the swords start to wobble that are impelled into him already. And I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Like, this is the worst Luffy has looked. I don't know how he's not dead here. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, this is because they're also stealing his life. I don't know. This is looking worse than anything Kaido did to him. One thing about this, though, because I do think it's important to pay attention with Emu, especially breathing hard, because after the swords come out of Luffy, sounds crazy, Emu starts to go huff huff. And one thing that we keep on forgetting is that this is still nerfed Emu, bro. You feel me? Okay, I see what the problem is. Is that my little camera angles at a we'll fix that for next time. It's making me look like I'm out like that. You feel me? Um, but the problem is that Emu's still not at 100%. Like imagine because I'm almost wondering the farther if he goes away, how much more powerless he becomes for Mary Joie, right? So it's like maybe is Mary Joie the anchor to it all? I don't know. This could give us some little opening into the summoning because even with the summoning, you still have to have some type of anchor. It doesn't matter if it's a sacrifice, right? Whatever you're sacrificing is the anchor. You know what I'm saying? If you're summoning something, you still have to anchor like an anchor point. So I don't know what the meaning is for this, but it also could be the fact that maybe the devil fruit. Ooh, I ain't never seen this before. I ain't never seen this theory. What if the devil fruit is a poison to Emu? Like him using his devil fruit powers is poisonous to him. Hmm. I don't know. Could be either or, but I've never thought about that. We got Emu going huff huff. We got Gaban spinning his blades, ready for an attack with the swords coming out of Luffy, behind Gaban, back to Emu. Luffy's screaming in pain, going gua, like blood. And then Emu tries to swipe at Gaban. Okay, it's no longer a controversy. I'm gonna type this in the chat. Gaban is destroying Rayleigh. No questions. So, why do I say this? I say this because for what we've seen, going back to what I initially said, Rayleigh never saw Gear 5. Rayleigh not perfected because Luffy still had to go a little ways with Gear 4, but Rayleigh got to the point where he was fighting Gear 4 comfortably, right? Gear 4 comfortably is Dressrosa and under. I hope people understand that. You know what I mean? Like, Gear 4 is not beating nothing. Wano and Pass, bro. Like, and I guess Whole Cake Island, you gotta, because Whole Cake Island comes out. So, what I'll say is, so actually, I don't even know. Because I think Big Mom, be honest with you, without her little hunger pangs, the most annoying shit on planet Earth. Excuse me for trying to curse, but trying to be better. I don't even know if Luffy Gear 4 can beat Big Mom. And I think that is not controversial. I actually think Big Mom's the most underrated character in the series, but that's a different conversation for another day. That's going to be a YouTube video that I've been thinking about for 5 minutes. Because Oda has a problem. There are some characters out there that have some truly busted abilities in One Piece, especially if they were to ever awaken. And you would never guess who the people are. Like, I made a video about it actually on YouTube when I first started. I was talking about double fruit abilities, and I don't know where it went, but bro, like, just to give you a brief example, Shinobu, y'all remember her? The ninja from Wano? Bro, her power is the same as Shigaraki's from um, My Hero. The same thing. It's the exact same thing. Imagine if that was awakened. Crazy. And I'll even give you one further. Bartolomeo, whatever his name is, he's an idiot because his power is busted if used the right way. So I'm gonna say. But anyways, getting back to the main point, what I was trying to bring up is Rayleigh was only fighting Gear 4 Luffy. Emu has been speed blitzing Luffy the entirety of the fight. The entirety of the fight. Entirety of the fight. Not like it was a low diff for Emu, let's be honest here. Emu tries to catch Gaban off guard with the speed blitz. Guess who dodges? With ease and smiling, by the way. Just want to have that in there. There's levels. So, let's get back to it. And then we have Gaban talking to Emu. What a hideous form. You don't even seem to be of this world. Yo, the art in this one looks incredible. And no way Oda did this all by himself. Whoever drew this, wow. It also puts into perspective how big Emu actually is. I mean, and I know that we saw it, right? But, bro, dude is huge. Pause. Right? How hey, all them last 30 seconds was so possible, bro. It was crazy. You don't even seem to be of this world. Who art thou? Someone who understands the world. And what hmm, I don't know. What that makes me think about is like, what did they see at Laptel? Hey, I just got to the next panel. Rayleigh ain't ore farming like Gaban. I'll be honest with you, bro. And I know it ain't all just about that, but like, bro is tough. Um, After he says someone who understands the world, if y'all looking at it, That boy walking straight up to Emu. Who's your king? But the fact that Emu is actually pausing is fascinating. It's almost like he has a silent respect for him. But then we have in the next panel, we got Luffy screaming in pain, rightly so. We have Gaban going, hey. And then the next panel, like we read in the spoilers, wow, bro, this artwork is incredible. This chapter, I ain't even gonna hold you. Get up, Straw Hat Luffy. Ah, it hurts. You're a disappointment. Wow, an injured old man just had to save your ass. Don't you have any shame? What a picture. And to put it into more perspective, yeah, bro, Rayleigh's getting smacked. I'm sorry, bro. Bro, this man is hurt. And we are not listening to this. My son loves this song, but that's a negative. My 6-year-old son loves house music. Actually, let me take this off. Let me play this. Let's go back to some chill. You're a disappointment. Don't you have any shame? And he's holding him by the neck, too. So you have a shiny white form and became an emperor. So he's saying, like, so what? I see. Big deal. Don't get cocky. It hurts. Old man, let me go. Amy's just staring like, bro, what is going on? Do you want to die here? I'm not gonna die. Let me go. You may as well. You're pathetic. Do you know what will happen if you croak now? Hmm. You know, you don't know what this is. Hard coaching, leadership. We need you. Shador, we need you, bro. But we got to keep it a band with you. You got everything you need, but you ain't ready yet. And I think that's exactly what happened to 12. And I ain't saying Shador is going to be the Pirate King or is going to be top of the top, but it's a real world example. Coaching matters, bro. And coaching really matters when you see somebody worthy of the coaching. What do I mean by that? I didn't know that he was still cognizant like this, meaning Luffy. He already fought him. They couldn't get him. He had to go Gear 5. That's only happened to him, like what, 4 times now? Kaido, Lucci, Kizaru, and him, right? Because he didn't go Gear 5 against Loki, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe he did. I'm forgetting, bro. It's been so much stuff. If he did, let me know. But the main point is that he never got whooped like this, though. So for Gaban to say, hey, after all this is done, if we still good in One Piece, come see me. I mean, like, that's got to be number one on the missive, bro. The itinerary, the itinerary better be go see him if he's still alive after this. Because nobody else is putting in work like this outside of Loki. And he's injured. And Loki was injured too. So there's that. And then in the next panel, you want to know what happened? It looked like Luffy had his come to Jesus moment. You right, bro. If you see his eyes after that, I won't be able to save my friends home. That's right. And what will happen to your crew? They be in danger. You want to know what this is feeling like? Wow. I didn't even. realize, hold on, this convo between Gaban is paralleling. Hey, this is a bar. Just like hope not reason doubt last. Ooh, crazy. All right, but this is true though. Like, if you remember, Kuma, after doing all that, he held Luffy up in almost the exact same manner that Gaban is doing right now, in almost the exact same manner. And we were always wondering, trying to peer into that conversation, like, what was Kuma actually trying to say? Kuma was actually trying to say, get stronger. It's the exact same thing that's happening right now. Now, what Kuma didn't do is he didn't go up against, the world government, like the top of the tops. But the moral of the story is still this, bro. You're not ready. There's levels. You will not be ready. Look, this is a final saga, bro. Like, this ain't Saboti. Two, not three, the uno. Come on, bro. Um, but it's true though. It's almost like every single time Luffy's about to level up, and this is true with life. You want to know what's crazy? Literally going through this too. Come on. It's like if you ask for life, because everything is cosmic, bro. Everything that we say, everything we do has power. Whatever you wish, whatever you say for will come true. And if you want to elevate, life is going to send you some obstacles to figure out if you qualify for it. You can call it God, you can call it life, you can call it karma, you can call it Buddha, you can call it whatever you want. But it's the same thing. In order to to truly holistically elevate, you better be ready to confront some demons from your past. You better be ready to make some hard sacrifices, bro. Real. It's exactly it. Right. Remember when you rose up in this seat, the number of enemies targeting you only increases. The king of the prize is a title reserved for one whose death is celebrated. Man, that's a bar because everyone's gunning for their throne. Look, bro, the title that you're wishing for, the power that you're wishing for, you realize everybody would do everything in their power to take you down. Which, by the way, I was thinking about this and I said it in the video, but now it's making me think. The bro, my notifications are going on. What if Goldie Roger, that poison that he suffered because it was incurable? You know what I'm saying? What if that wasn't biological? Meaning, what if it was man-made or devil fruit? You feel me? And I feel like let me change from this. Let me take this off shuffle. Yeah, this goes crazy. Because it's true though, bro. Going back to it, no matter what you do, I'll put it to you like this: outside of the person that's in office right now, but historically speaking, being president is a dangerous job. Getting to the presidency is a dangerous job. What do I mean by that? But people will take you out. You feel me? Like, it ain't no joke, bro. People vie for the title because they vie for power over narrative, bro. right? Like when you become the number one Don, you change the narratives. Greatest example is this. I don't care how you look at it, bro. If we talk about NBA basketball, Michael Jordan was great. He is nowhere near the closest to being the best player. If we want to get into accolades, Bill Russell is. If we want to get into overall physicality, we're just dominance, he's not. You can go by a plethora of people if you wanted to. Shit, we can really have a real conversation about Shaq. Loki, bro. But look, you got Braun, you got Kobe, you had a lot of others that were skilled. You know what I mean? And especially right now, the game has changed. I don't care what you say. The Bulls is not winning six straight in this league right now. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Everybody's like, oh, the defense. They're not shooting at the capacity. What? Why am I saying this? Jordan was able to define the next generation of standards. It's fascinating. Everything that came before him wiped away. Wilt wiped away. Nobody talks about Wilt being the best of all time. I mean, yes, people do, of course. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying. It's universally thought of that Michael Jordan. Something to think about. I'm going next one. I don't like this one that much. All right, back to it. If any part of you still thinks becoming Pirate King is going to be a stroll in the park, and then go home now. He just launches it. If you're not cut out for this, you're just in the way. You stupid brat. That's crazy. Luffy saying that hurt. Still comical. Damn old fart. He keeps on running his mouth. I'll show him. Amu's standing there like, what's going on? But to be honest with you, I feel like this is another nod or just ode to uh, Gaban's power. Like he's like, who are you? And then we got Gaban charging up for a move. Praying mantis axe, praying mantis plume. Yo, Emu is. He ain't. I wonder what his real blood is, bro. He's got to be Buccaneer. He's got to be. I don't know. The more I see it, bro, like I don't know if I believe in the parrot theory, but bro, he's got to be a Buccaneer, dog. Praying mantis axe, praying mantis plume. Is that plume or plum? I don't know. It is really far away. I'm sorry, y'all. So if I'm not reading stuff right, let me know. Reference to a parable in Zhangzi about a praying mantis attempting to stop an emperor's carriage. Huh. Is this a jest? Meaning, is this a joke to me? You want to kill him, don't you? Indeed. He meant that too. He really reminds you of him, doesn't he? Joy Boy. And Emu's like, who are you? I took them all. Well, I was looking at these. Because they're almost making it seem like, I wonder what Emu's full threshold is, man. Because I'm looking at in the first panel when Gaban says he really reminds you of him, doesn't he? It looks like Emu's axe is like Ooh, you know what I'm saying? Like he felt that. What does South know of Moo? And I wonder why he keeps calling himself Moo and not Emu. Hanabari, oh, excuse me, Hanabami Toshiro. What was that, Bone Eater? Yep. Bone Eater, forged by one of the big three of Japanese swordsmiths. So it's fascinating to me is like, how does he get, does it just seem like the sword that he got, like, I don't know, bro. We'll get more into this. Oh, shoot. I learned from Joy Boy's own words. But don't get me wrong. I have no intention of chasing after a person from the past that I've never seen nor met. I just want to see my captain's dream through till the end. Yo, Emu's feeling it. I wouldn't be shocked if he goes back to Mary Joie in the next 2 or 3 chapters. There's no way that he can sustain it. I got a thought that I'm saving for them. I think I know how. Emu starts asking Captain, stupid old man looking down on me. Emu, come on, heal, heal. Even if it's just for a bit. So Luffy's trying to get back in the fight. Let's go. He was his captain. The king of the pirates, Goldie Roger. Man, it looks like Emu's having a quick flashback. This is distasteful. What is a D being called king of the pirates? Do not let his name spread any further, as you command. This is a flashback to him talking to the five elders, like what, 40 years ago? 40 plus? That's right. The one who ushered in this golden age of piracy. And why would his former crewmate protect Straw Hat Luffy? Because you're trying so hard to get rid of him. Doesn't that explanation seem the most obvious? True. If you want to get rid of something, you're the king of the world. That something probably has something you don't want to get out. When you declared a kid like that a threat, eventually someone that can surpass us. Oh, this is a flashback. Eventually, someone that can surpass us will be born. We were just too early. It's another thing of great leadership. Knowing when it's not your time. Also, not having the big enough ego. That's a word for another day, but that's a word, bro. You may as well have announced that he is the one we've been waiting for. I change this. I don't want to. Actually, yeah. You may as well have announced that he is the one we've been waiting for. And then we see him, we see Rayleigh, Crocus, we see Shanks, we see why am I blanking on his name? We see Odin, we see Whitebeard. I was about to say you may as well have announced that he's the one. Yeah, yeah, he just confirmed it for me, bro. It's like, come on, dog. Like, but to be fair, Luffy's also hearing this. I think this is good for Luffy. I think Luffy's gonna have to get real serious here, right? And it's been making me think that my thoughts on the One Piece all this time may have been wrong. I used to think that the One Piece was a joke, right? That's why they all laughed. And not even a joke, but I thought that it was. Well, I don't want to get into that because that's a video on YouTube. But what I will say is maybe it was funny to a person that doesn't know the true meaning of why it was left. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like talking in code. You feel me? Like, it's the best way to think about it. Okay, I'll give you this sentence. I'm making this up on the spot. Dogs obey, dogs good eats. That's a weird sentence, but if you were to break that up in code, for example, if you were to take the first letter of every single word that I just said, this is so stupid, but it's true, right? Dodge. I could say dodge. Like, hey, dodge. I'm trying to tell you something. What I'm thinking is that maybe as the story progresses, and this goes back to another theory that I had. I don't know if Joy Boy was actually a good dude, and we'll get into that because you can have good intentions but do bad stuff, and you can have bad intentions but actually do good stuff. A lot of things get muddied, and so I really do think that Luffy's gonna have to mature. That's what I'm trying to get to. A valid point. We were hasty and foolish. Perhaps we simply mistook numerous coincidences for fate. Hold on. Wait. A valid point. We were too hasty and foolish. Perhaps we simply mistook numerous coincidences for fate. Let us put an end to this. What does that mean by hasty and foolish? That means that he thought that Goldie Roger was on? I just put an end to this. Oh, then he put a little omen thing on him. Hold on. Sorry. Wait, what did that say? Maybe open this. Sorry, treasure tree Adam. All right, let me make it bigger. I don't want to devour you, but pause. He's saying, ow. My joints ache. This body of mine's gotten run down. And we just see just like Conqueror's hockey oozing off of him. That punk. Oh, Luffy's starting to stand up. I won't forgive him, even if he is Rayleigh's friend. He's about to do a stigma, and then, wow. Bond uses a move called Komodo. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Rayleigh's getting packed up, bro. Sorry. Packed up. I got to be honest with you, bro. Like, and I keep saying I got to be honest with you, but man, this tree ain't no regular tree, dog. Didn't Loki have a hard time with this tree? And he just sliced it up, bro. At like 20% of his actual capability, which is crazy. Old as thou art still the Pirate King's crew. Is that what you think? Saying I still got something left in the tank. Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? Oh, what's that? 8,000 slash. Grim Throng. Honobami. Oh, shoot. They just cutting Emu up. I called this in the spoilers. I was like, bro, they're not doing him justice when it comes to the spoilers talking about he only did a little damage to a piece of the tree. I was like, all right, bro, I can say the same to you, you know? Gotta be honest with you. I gotta start saying, gotta be honest with you, but Emu got respect for bro. They start falling to the realm of the dead. So they went all the way from that down here. I wonder how many, like, miles for regular humans that would be. Yeah, so they went from the realm of the sun. Wow. What's that? What? Did Luffy do that? No. It was someone else. And they're strong. Overwhelmingly strong. Huh? Whew. Final two panels. Hold on, let me zoom in. Really took his arm off, bro. Damn. Last panel. That's crazy. That's it. Wow. Um, perfect timing too. What are my thoughts? Gaban over Rayleigh, easy. That's not even a question anymore. That ain't even a question no more, bro. Not even a question anymore. Ain't even close with it, bro. Um, I do think maybe, and that was done on purpose by Oda to, I see what the problem is. To make us think Luffy was down for the count. I am wondering with Luffy saying he'll and all this stuff. I am wondering again, what are the real like powers of Gear 5? You know what I'm saying? Like if he can heal, I don't know what he can't do. Um I just don't know how that's possible. But I guess if your double fruit is the ability to create your imagination, I don't know, bro. Like I guess the sky's the limit. Um Emu has respect for Gaban, which again is a nod to his power. I would wager that Gaban, if I were to put it like this based off of who's fighting Emu, Loki's number one, Gaban's two, Luffy's at three. Hate me for it. Sorry, not sorry. But this is good for Luffy because One Piece was feeling a little bit stagnant and feeling not stagnant in the sense of like we didn't have anything else. Because, of course, we knew that we had so much still to talk about, but like, what was going to be the next thing, right? What's going to be the next hurdle for Luffy? And this establishes that. And I genuinely also think this establishes that Emu is not the final villain. I think If what I said is true, if a devil fruit is toxic to emu, and people have been talking about Gear 6, I want to tell y'all what my thoughts on Gear 6 would actually be. I said it before in one of my videos on YouTube. Check it out. Because again, those videos are going off. But what I think is going to happen, bro, whoo, even though I've heard this song a billion times, it still goes crazy. The little beat. Uh, I think Gear 6 is when Luffy reverts to nothing. It's nothing but just pure hockey. No devil fruit power, hockey. Because if you actually sit down and think about it, right, like hockey can cancel out devil fruit. So let's say you get to the pinnacle of hockey. Wouldn't it technically cancel out your devil fruit powers? That's all I'm saying. Kaido told us that hockey is king, bro. Something in that. But I do think that Emu is about to go back to Mary Joie quick. But I think I'm about to end this one here soon. Follow me on X if you don't want to keep up with the schedule. It's not really a schedule. I just do it whenever I want to. Typically, though, with chapters coming out, we'll probably do it on Saturdays or Fridays. More than likely Saturdays. Like to spend some time with the family. So here's what it is. But what we'll do, we're gonna wrap this one up. I mean, I appreciate anybody that tapped in, man. Again, trying to get the village started. Appreciate a follow. Appreciate anything to it. We'll be changing the profile picture. We'll be changing a lot. That will be coming down, I think, tonight or tomorrow. So everything's going to look a lot more modern. I had to take a year off. Got to get back to it, and we will get back to it. Outside of that, I appreciate y'all. God is good. More importantly, love your family, love yourself. More than likely, we'll see y'all next week because there is, excuse me, week after next, there is a break, if I'm not mistaken, for this week. So we'll see y'all. Y'all be good, man. Deuces.